People need the Lord. This one I'm doing the whole song. There's 2 verses along with the chorus. In the previous video, I only did the chorus and I labeled that as beginning. But with the addition of the 2 verses with words that are a little more difficult, I would say it's more intermediate. There are some words I'm going to go through. Some I will not, because you should already know some of the basic, uh, like I or me, uh, you, they, him when we're talking about God, or his open hand. All of the open hand, yours, mine. Those are all words that you should know by the time you get to intermediate. The word see, and again, very beginning, but it is the 2 hand coming from the eye area to see something. In, and again, pinched hand with your dominant hand going into like a cup with your non-dominant hand. In. Eyes, and you're just going to be pointing to your eyes. The word to depends on the necessary meaning of the whole sentence, but to going with your dominant hand, pointer finger, to the pointer finger of the non-dominant hand. To. But again, take a look if it's necessary for the understanding of the sentence. World. Both hands in the W formation, the dominant hand going around the non-dominant hand and landing at the top. World. Where, and that's just, where is it? Wrong and right. And here, wrong, the Y hand, it's like you're pushing it back because you don't want to do what's wrong. So wrong, but right, and that's just the bump of both of the pointer fingers right down on one another, kind of almost at a small angle, but not much. Right, wrong, right. Seams. If you think of having a mirror in your hand and it just kind of like, oh, what does it look like in there? What do I look like today? It seems I'm doing okay. Empty. The back of your hand, kind of the same as bald. Your center finger goes across the back of your non-dominant hand. Empty. Versus filled. You have your pitcher into the cup and you're filling it. Filled. With 2 hands together and the A formation together. They are with one another. Care. The V hands dominant over the non-dominant. Care. Great, and that one you should almost know by now. Great. Cost. It's like you've grabbed a dollar bill and you're putting it down in front of somebody. What's the cost? Some you will see more of a debt. I choose to do the cost this way. The cost. For, and I think of the forehead, pointer finger, flipping it out. For. Share or sharing, it's like you've got a pie. Part of it goes to you, part of it goes to me. Flip back and forth. Share or sharing. Life, another word that you almost should know. Your hands in the L formation coming up your chest, just like that blood flowing. Life. One, and we've talked about this in some of the other videos, just a singular finger out there. One. Lost. You have a hold of it, drop it. I have it now, but it's now lost. Lost. Every day, off of the cheek, and it's just like tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. I think of Shakespeare creeps through his petty pace from day to day. Tomorrow, but every day, several of them. Realize, and that's to understand. I've seen some people do know, but I don't think that's the meaning in this song. To me, it is, do we really understand? We might know something, but we don't understand it. So if we realize it, we understand. Flip of the dominant finger, pointer finger, up. Called. And whenever we put our dominant hand on top of the back of the non-dominant hand and pull it back away, we are called. Called. Take. It's over there and I take it. Take. Light. Now, this one, there can be a couple of different things, but I think of light more as the light that comes down from the sun, and we can think of as, well, coming from a light bulb, whatever. Light. And because this is the light from God, I bring it down this way. Headed, in this song, it's more, where are we going? So, and the word don't know. There are some of the verbs that are with the not, it is what I call a throwaway, where I have it, but it's gone, so I don't know. And of course, going or headed. Who, and that's the thumb that's dropped onto the chin and just a little wiggle. And if you have an older generation, you'll see them circling their mouth, but the new modern word, who, just a little twist. Who. And on the go or continue, and that's your dominant thumb on top of your non-dominant thumb, pushing it all the way out. Through, and the Spock sign here, going through your fingers. Dominant, palm up, going through the fingers of the non-dominant hand. Now, there's several, well, 3 that are very close, and you kind of have to be careful the way you look at them. The word private, meaning secret, and that's, ooh, it's like you've got your mouth closed, your thumb, your dominant thumb onto your lips. Secret or private. Where we look at the word bear or endure, bring it down. And so secret or private, endure or bear. But silent is the calming, keeping it quiet. Just calm it down. Pain, and that's like you've got 2 pins and you're going in at somebody. Pain. Now, fear in this song is an internal. It's not that out there. It is what's inside. So you're protecting yourself. Open hands, coming from a pinched formation. Fear, and you're going to see fear to fear. So you're going to go fear here, moving fear here. So that the 2 is understand. Fear to fear. Love, and of course, that one you should know, love. Heart, and you're going to be just with your center finger, I call it the feeling finger, just touching your chest area where your heart is. Can. 2 hands, A formation, coming down. I can do it. Can. Feel, and again, center finger coming up the chest. You're feeling that. All. Your non-dominant hand, palm up. Your dominant hand goes all the way around and lays into your non-dominant hand. Open, both hands open, and then palm up into your non-dominant hand. Grief. Now, in this song, it's referring to a crushing feeling. So take and, oh, you just twist it. It's like you're crushing something between your hands. Grief, where laughter, and make sure that your face shows laughter so that it's not, you're not looking at somebody thinking this is sarcastic. Laughter. Hides. Your thumb up, and you run it underneath your non-dominant hand, and it's like you're forming a cave in which you can hide something. Hide. Cries. Now, the difference between call and cries, call is here. This cry is not the calling, but the tear, because inside it's talking about the tearing up. So tears or cries. Must. That X hand goes down. Must, should, ought to, all of those are right here. Must. Here, it's like your thumb is where your ear is and you're pulling that sound into your ear. Here. Words. And the G formation, but it places it on the dominant or on the non-dominant finger because it's only this much of a sentence. Word. Only. And that's where you just the twist of the pointer finger. Only. And Jesus being the nail prints in the hands of Jesus. Jesus. Every day they pass me by, I can see it in their eyes. Empty people filled with care, heading who knows where. On they go through private pain, living fear to fear. Laughter hides their silent cries. Only Jesus hears. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. At the end of broken dreams, He's the open door. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. When will we realize that people need the Lord? We are called to take His light to a world where wrong seems right. What could be a greater cause for sharing life with one who's lost? Through His love, our hearts can feel all the grief they bear. They must hear the words of life only we can share. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. At the end of broken dreams, He's the open door. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. When will we realize that we must give our lives, that people need the Lord? Sorry about the ending.